Hey everybody, welcome to another game stream. We're back with some more Outriders once again. I didn't want to play around with Dark Watch tonight after it froze last night, and it didn't get a whole lot of views anyway. I guess people aren't really into retro gaming on my channel so much, which is fine. If you're not into it, you're not into it. So we're gonna go back to grindy grinds with the old world Slayer here on Outriders. So let's get into it. If you haven't done so already, please look on the bottom of your screen. You can see, follow me on Twitch, DMGRGN, on YouTube, Spider Does Things. I would really appreciate it. Every little bit helps and funds my drinking habit. And also puts food on the table. It's not just drinking. Food and beverages and whatnot. So, we're on Apocalypse Tier 28. We're working on 29. We're almost done with that. And that's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. Is that Fatboy Slim, or is that Chemical Brothers, or is that Crystal Method? Could be any one of those. A lot of crossover in that sound there, huh? Let's see, where are we at? Are we upgraded on everything? Yeah, we're upgraded on everything. We've got a good stockpile of bits and pieces. So let's start doing pod missions, because that's what we're going to do. Guess what? I think it's going to be Mountain Outpost. 83, 69, 55, and we don't want to do City of Nomads right now. So, yep. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Anyway, let's get right into it.
I understand you're looking to collect the pods that came raining down.
Yeah, I've done enough of that.
For you, but you're not going to like where it landed.
I usually don't.
Right up near the peak of the mountain. God knows what else.
Right up near the peak of the mountain.
With luck, you can reach it before the insurgents.
Seems Dunham has an insurgent problem on her back porch. What are they doing up here?
Make sure I'm getting those guys dead up there. There we go, perfect. Get the combos going. Combos. Combo breaker. What about combos, those potato snacks? You get, or not potato snacks, pretzel snacks. You guys ever have those? They always look delicious, but they always taste cardboard. Like, the filling is not at all what you would think it would be. Like, oh, pizza filling. Oh, that sounds delicious. And then it's not at all delicious. It's kind of like just, ugh. No, please, don't get up. I insist. Why did I put that over there? That's weird. Here, put it there. That's a better spot. That's a much better spot. Hey everybody, let's all just line up for murdering. I mean, you first, then you. Take a number. Everyone will meet their murdering, don't you worry. Everyone will meet their murdering in time. Gotcha. Here we go, Mr. America. That's not a real song. I just made that up in my head. Yeah. Get off me, dog. Huh? Get off me,
Way through
dog.
the peak is blocked. Must be a way past it. Whoa, crap! I guess I reached the hellhole in that tunnel.
I guess so. I guess so, huh? Let's get it. What are you doing over there, you weirdo cat? Making a mess, huh? He's making a mess. Clear the way. Let's clear the way. Down we go. What do you folks prefer I play? Would you prefer I continue playing grindy games that are kind of repetitive, or do you prefer new games, or do you prefer retro games? You know, what would you like to see most? Because I'm open to doing different things. You know, I'm open to trying other games. It just depends on what you want to see. You know. I figured maybe retro games would be kind of popular, but so far I haven't had a lot of luck doing the retro games. Like, it doesn't seem like people are as into it as I thought, and I thought they were kind of making a comeback here, but yeah, I see you coming up behind me here. But, you know, maybe I think retro is different from what other people think retro is. I assume it's anything that's over, like,
Looks clear.
10, 15 years old, you know? Not necessarily vintage, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people assume that real retro games are Mario and Kirby and stuff, and I don't have a whole lot of that. So the in-between eras maybe are not what people are into. But let me know. Because I consider 360 games and regular original Xbox games to be retro at this stage. Come on up, Mr. Guy. Come on up. Gotta be quicker than that. Gotta be quicker than that. Wow, my aim is terrible right now. It's not great most days, but today, obviously, it's horrible. Oh, you missed. I'm gonna take out your bird friend. Your other bird friend. Get off me, dog. I got you. You're dead. Anyway, if you would like to see other games, perhaps, that I haven't played, or if you have a certain style of game you would particularly watch me play, I can't guarantee that I'm going to do all of that, because I don't own every game in existence. I'm not made out of money, and I'm not going to ask people to buy me games, because I know some people do that. Some people have their wish lists and things, and they're like, oh yeah, buy me this game if you want to see me play it. No, I'm not going to do that. So if it's something that I have, or something I can get on Game Pass, or, whichever, I'm willing to give it a try. Drop it in the comments, either here on Twitch, in the chat, or you can go to YouTube as this video gets ported over there, and that way you can make your opinions known. Eyes on the birdie. Watch the birdie. Funny cats. If you hear him crying in the background, he's not upset. He's actually playing with a toy, and he gets like this when he plays with toys. He just like he yowls about it. He sounds like he's just so upset, but he's really happy. He is a happy cat. He is not in any kind of pain. He loves playing with toys. Let's get rid of you over here. Yeah, nice try. Alright, that was fun, wasn't it? So much fun doing the grindy thing. Do. Fighting these monsters. Fighting these monsters. I didn't mean to freeze everything yet. No, why'd he go to the menu sometimes? No, don't do that. Oh, he's after me. He's after me over there. You just really do not like me today, huh? Some days he just does not like to go after the turret. There we go. Yeah, you fight the turret. Let the turret grab the aggro over here. There's a bird back there. I know it. Well, now he's after me again. Well, he got me that time. Yeah, he got me that time, too. Alright. Got him with them dodging skills. Got him with the dodging skills.
Hey, Dunham. Looks like the insurgents found the monsters here while looking for the pod. They blocked the passage and trapped the creatures here.
That's why the insurgents have been camped up there. But with what end goal?
Probably try to wait them out, so they'd starve and eat each other.
You know, it's not the dumbest plan ever, but, you know, it's not also the smartest either.
You've made my life easier for about 7 minutes.
We're getting closer. This has been a big jump between 28 and 29. I don't know why, but 28 and 29 has required a lot larger of a dividend of experience compared to some of the other levels. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go back to camp. Let's get back to camp. Dang, that damage. Didn't get anything of any note during that, so let's just dismantle it all. Of course, we're looking good on our pod resources, though. Looking good on our pod resources. We'll be able to do some upgrades as soon as we get to this one. I already know what this one's going to be. It's going to be Heart of the Wild. So let's do it. Heart of the Wild.
Outrider.
Shoot those people.
I'll
Beasts
punch your
got
face. Punch your face. Punch that face. Punch that face. Punch, punch, punch that face. Yep, I know. Hey, Fluffy. He's the fluff machine. He don't fluff for nobody but you. Anyway, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from.
more bodies around an obelisk.
Bodies, bodies, bodies. We got dead bodies.
Trying to activate.
We got big bodies, we got little bodies. Excuse me, get out of my circle. I just said get out of my circle. No. Get out, please. Thank you. What are you doing? Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Yeah, because 11 at night is the perfect time for you to be driving through with a loud, obnoxious Harley. Stupid moron. I don't have problems with people who have bikes. I mean, you drive what you want. It's great. I can't drive one. You probably fall over. But it's 11:20 in the evening, and you need to be quiet because some people are sleeping. I'm not sleeping, but I mean, some people are. You know, just be courteous, that's all. Some basic courteousness. Which that guy did not give me. He's not very courteous with all that. Get off me. See, this is why you get picked last for the sports teams, buddy. It's your attitude. Me, it was because, well, also my attitude, but it was also because I was just no good at it and nobody wanted me on the team. I didn't really get into the sportsing so much, though. So, no big deal. I don't mind it either. If my nose could stop with the drainage, I'm not getting sick again. I swear. The weather keeps changing its mind on what temperature it wants to be. It can't be the same temperature 2 days in a row because it's Ohio. right outside my window. Like, there's nothing outside my window except the street. There's no reason to sit out there and do that. Unless he was trying to take something off my porch, but I didn't hear that, so... That's what I talked about. Just basic respect would be nice. Excuse me, can I walk through here, you big jackasses? He says, no, this is my little spot. Well, now you're frozen and dead. Now your insect friend is dead too. You gonna punch people? You get punched back. Excuse you. Yeah, I heard you trying to do your special move over there. It's not working though. There we go. Goodness. They're getting aggressive. Getting aggressive on these difficulties. I wouldn't say this is high difficulty yet. I would say this is mid-high difficulty. Once you get into 30 plus, I think you're getting into actual high difficulty where it's problematic. But for now, we're at mid-high. As far as the end game difficulties go.
Outrider, I have the approximate location of a pod for you.
Approximate. You thought you had me there, didn't you? Well, you did not. You did not. You kidding? What are you doing, huh? Come on. Well, me dead, please. Thank you. If you would be ever so kind as to just die for me. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Oh, goodness. Hey. What are you doing? Don't dig through any of that. Don't eat that. Goof. He eats plastic for some reason. I don't know why. He likes to chew on it. He likes the feel of it on his teeth. But it's not good for him because he'll chew it and he'll swallow it and then he'll poo it out. Or throw it up. He's old and crazy. He's like 16 years old, something like that.
Whoa. The whole forest seems to be nice to me. Where the hell did the pod go?
Where did the pod go? It's the latest video game. Where did the pod go? You gotta guess where the pod went in 3 tries, or else you're burned alive in your chair. Oh. No, no! Bad cat. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at your ear there.
But I'm still gonna need that pod back.
Come on, man. I gotta fight those other things too, alright? Don't be rude. And they're gonna do their stupid freezy things on me. You don't care. You don't care. Why do you have such a radius of just straight damage that you can do? Come on, man. Oh, the one they got me with one of their stupid freeze things. I always hate that. Nope, not this time, buddy. There's gonna be more of them, though. Oh. No, 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 no. Because this fat bastard was just like, I'm gonna bite you. No, you're gonna leave me alone. Why are you still alive, you fat bastard? Ah, no. No, I hate that. It's a point of pride for me. It's not that it does a lot of damage, but it's just that I hate getting stuck in it. Like, I hate getting stuck in their stupid little freezy move. And they shoot it through hills and through the gullies, and they just always get you with it. And it's so irritating. And there's always multiple of these guys, so there's like 3 of them. And sometimes they'll all gang up and they'll do it like 2 or 3 times. Ugh. Such a pain in the ass. Like I said, I mean, it's not like it's debilitating in that it's gonna cause me to get killed, but it's just a point of pride. I hate getting stuck by it.
Juno, I found the pod.
Ugh.
And the beast
Anyway.
responsible for your missing people. Beasts were too quick.
Let's go see what we got here.
Give them time.
We're almost at that next apocalypse tour. We're so close.
We can finally put them to
What do you
rest.
think? 1 more pod mission should do it? Or maybe 2? It's a huge amount of experience for some reason to get from 28 to 29. It seems disproportionately large of a span. But I don't know. I haven't gone and done an in-depth examination of the experience needed for each level. I just kind of trust the process, you know? Make sure the gear all loads. Then we'll go back to camp. Do another pod mission, and then we should be on the next apocalypse tier, I would imagine. I would think. We're super close. No, what are you doing, big man? Having a nap? Good boy. Some juicy damage numbers going on there. Some real juicy damage numbers. I don't really need that helmet, so let's just get rid of everything. We're doing good on the pod resources, and we're doing good in the titanium, which means that if we are a little bit short, we should be able to pump some of this. Oh, we got a new follow. Hey, let me see what pops up. King Ranga 3564. Thank you so much. I appreciate your follow. Every little bit helps. Thank you very much. I'm just a chill little gaming guy. I don't do a whole lot, so it's always humbling to get new followers. Let's see, what are we going to do next? Probably going to be Marshland Caverns. 79. The homestead is 71. Stargrave 55. Yep. And we're skipping City of Nomads for now. So we're going to do that. We get into a loop of doing the same maps over and over, unfortunately. And I know you've heard me say this many times, and you're probably tired of me saying it, but I wish they had had a larger variety of pod missions. There's only like 9 or 10 that are worth doing on any sort of regular basis if you're trying to grind through this stuff, and it just gets to be really repetitive.
Damn it.
It's necessary, but it just,
Mining. And his people are dead.
you end up doing them over and over and over again. Do another round of that. Then the boss monster stuff shows up. Make sure we get as much in that little group as we can, because if they're clustered together, they'll take shared damage because of my gun. These guys are getting antsy. Damage to the big guys here. They're not happy with me. Let's get some distance. Keep on putting distance. I mean, they can hit you from a distance anyway, but this keeps them from coming right up and smacking you, you know? Because look at him speeding up there to come get me. There's one. There's another. Excellent. Alright.
Now I know what shoot up Corgan monsters.
Excellent stuff. Let's get through here. We gotta wait until this stuff loads in, then we can drop another turret. There we go. A couple of these guys, of course. 3 of them. There's always tends to be 3 of them. Yep, see, he's loading up his little stupid freezing attack. Two of them did it at the same time. There's the third one going with it now. Thinking, oh, I don't want to be left out. My buddies did it. He's going to do it again, but not anymore because he's dead. Hey. Always trying to come up behind me. Gotcha. Ooh. Good dodge there. Fantastic dodge. Oh, not so good that time. And he'll hit me with the twofer. He's right on me. Oh, that actually worked. Usually you can only get one good freeze on them and then they'll be immune to them for the rest of the time, but sometimes they'll take another one. Yeah, I think we're going to hit that next apocalypse tier. I'm pretty certain we're going to hit it this time. So we'll be able to increase the difficulty to the next highest. I'm going to be feeling pretty accomplished once we get to 30. There's 40 total difficulty levels. So once we hit 30, I'm going to start feeling really good about myself for getting this far. I'm not typically a guy that plays games at high difficulties. I'm not an Elder Scrolls. I like Elder Scrolls. I'm not a Elden Ring fan. I'm not a Dark Souls fan. I don't like to get killed. I don't like to lose. It's a character flaw. I have a real serious problem with losing, which is why I don't play PvP things, because I get too angry. And it's just a game, you know? There's no reason to get like that. Logically, I understand that, but emotionally, I get like, argh. So, but this is a game, one of the few games where I can continue pumping that difficulty up because you keep boosting your gear up, you keep improving, you keep getting better to do these higher difficulties. And it's manageable. So we're going to keep on going until we hit the highest possible difficulty. Once we get there, I'm going to be pretty proud of myself, I think. It is a lot of grinding, though. No joke. A lot of grinding. Especially for somebody who's not a real great shot to begin with. As you can tell, my accuracy has not improved with my other skills. Which is one of the reasons why I've never been good at PvP things, because I don't have great accuracy. I'm not rapid, like, I can't do a 360 no-scope, you know, any of that good stuff. I can't do tricks like that. I've never been a good sniper. The last good multiplayer game that I was really excellent at was Unreal Tournament, the original, not the later one, the original one. Which wasn't, like, full internet. You had to play it on, like, home networks and things. But, I was great at that. I was fantastic at that. And then once it got into Halo, and it got into Call of Duty, and it got into other things, I just was never as good. Was never as good. And I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that.
I'll be damned.
I'll be damned.
Pod.
That's a
There's a lot of
pod.
monsters thinking it's their new mommy.
Why would they think the pod is their mommy? Huh? That's a weird bit of dialogue to say. You know? Get grounded. Ground and pound. That's what I call it when I go camping with your mom. I call it ground and pound. That's a good one. Ground and pound. You knew I was going to have to get your mom in there at some point. I always got to do that. It's just one of those dumb juvenile things that I got to throw in. You know, it's not really funny, but I am entertained by it anyway. The cat. He's crazy. He's just crazy, man. He's crazy, man. He's crazy, man. Oh, goodness. These guys are really upset with me, huh? Well, get murdered, please. Thank you. Line up and get dead, please, huh? Step right up and get some, as the Duke would say. Good stuff. This is good stuff here. Who's that handsome devil? I would love to just play a multiplayer game with John St. John and just have him do the Duke voice through whatever we were playing. Like, it wouldn't matter. Like, Halo, he's Master Chief. Power armor. I don't need no fucking power armor. Like, these Covenant busted up my ride. Like, I don't know. I can't even pick the good quotes, but I think it would be hilarious to have him do something like, even like Call of Duty or something. I'm gonna knife him so hard he's gonna feel it next week. I don't know. I'm knockoff Duke quotes. I know what the good ones are, but I'm just trying to do new ones that would fit the new whatever. And it's just knockoff. Like, it's Timu, great value, Duke Nukem. I'm not great at impressions. The impressions you get here are not going to be great. Who's got the tag teaming? Which I wouldn't do with your mom because I don't like to share. I don't like to share, my bad. It's just single solo play with your mom, okay? Monogamous. Just strictly monogamous with your mother. Yes! Alright. Excellent.
Well done, Outrider. I can send my people back in.
What will you use the metal for?
Excellent.
I've got enough munitions to kill everything on this planet 3 times over.
Let's do this.
People are ready to start doing real business. They're desperate for some official coinage.
What are they gonna buy? Like, there's no food. There's hardly any weaponry left. What kind of economy does this guy think he's gonna be in charge of? Like, for real. There's nothing. There's nothing. There is nothing. Alright, let's go back to camp. Clear out our inventory. Clear out our inventory. And then see about boosting that Apocalypse tier. Then we can start upgrading our gear to the next level. It's all a process. And we'll start on Apocalypse tier 30. Which I'm looking forward to. Because that's when things, I think, really start to get a bit difficult. I think 30 is when things are going to really get to be problematic. With the bullet sponging and things. Let's claim the tier rewards. Let's go to 29. What did we get? Damascus offering. It's cool, but I don't need it. I know it's high skills and things, but I'm just going to boost what I have. Because that's what works. What I have is what works. Alright, so let's see. What do we got here? Let's trade in some titanium first. Let's sell 100,000 of our titanium. Not 130, just 100. Just 100, okay. Okay, 106,500. That'll be fine, whatever. Alright. So that should give us the opportunity to upgrade at least 3 pieces of gear at this level. So what do we start with? We start with guns. Always got to level up your guns first. Raise the attributes. Do the next one. Perfect. Raise the attributes. Alright, we're going to save the pistol till last because that's usually, you know, the least important. This one, the hat, of course, we're going to do because that's going to do our status power and our anomaly power. Excellent stuff. And then I think the pants are next. And that might be it. The 2 guns, the hat, and the pants. Now we do have these purple boots. What about those? 182. We're a little shy. We're at 181. What about the top of the suit? 182. So we can probably spare another. Ooh, we've only got 38,000 titanium. We went through a lot. We will get. We'll trade in a smidge, a tiny smidge of titanium, just enough to get to 182. So. Alright, we'll do that. That's it. Perfect. Alright, so then, what do we want to upgrade? Our boots, because that's going to give us firepower, which we also need. That gives us more anomaly power, but we do need to focus a bit on our firepower and our close and long range damage. We don't want to neglect any of that stuff, so let's do that. Let's do the boots first. Bootsfahr. That's the German word for boat. I'm probably saying it wrong, but Bootsfahr. Bootsfahr. It's spelled like boots fart. Is what it's spelled like. Boots fart. But it's like Bootsfahr. I don't know. I don't speak other languages very well. If I have any German watchers, I apologize for not getting your language right. I'm not very good at it, and I will admit that I'm not very good. And I don't mean to say that to be funny, to try to denigrate your language or anything, or to put it down or disrespect it. Alright, let's look at our stats now. Let's look at these stats. Oh, this is... This is wild. This is wild stuff. My goodness. Good gosh. That is a lot of damage to skills and things, which we need at this level, because now we're getting close to 30. We're going to need all the damage we can get. So, brothers, come on. Brothers. Kittens. Alright, so let's see. What's on the next drop pods? Heart of the Wild, of course. It's 90 now. Molten Depths, 82. Chem Plant, 71. We just did Heart of the Wild a minute or so ago. Scorched Lands, we don't have enough to buy into because you have to have the resources to buy into it. So let's do Molten Depths just for a change of pace. Even though the Heart of the Wild is going to give us more resources, let's do this to break things up a little bit before we get back into the same old level grind. Careful, boys.
I'm at the location, Dunham. Nothing here with the local wild.
I can see they're dealing more damage. They're dealing more damage already. Like, it's definitely making a difference with that difficulty. You wouldn't think individual difficulty increments would be all that real dramatic, but they can make a difference. They can make a big difference. We'll see what the bosses are like, because we got mini bosses and regular bosses and all kinds of bosses. Take out some of those guys. I know he's over there. He's right on me now. He's in the army now. I don't know. He's right on me now. Oh, we brought a bird friend. Hey, go back to KFC. This might get me another ascension level, which will be nice because I need more of those. There are 200 ascension levels. I don't remember where I'm at with that. I'll have to take a look. I think I'm in the 40s. That maybe. So I have a long ways to level up still for that. And that's how they guarantee that you'll still be able to do the highest possible difficulty. They let you increase your guns up to a certain amount to match. They also let you get various points to increase your abilities. And you can fill out the complete ability set.
Ice looks pretty.
It's just you got to get a little tactical as you're building up to it. But starting to lose feeling in my toes. Brr, he says. You know, it's hopping some lava. You could probably survive it. The boss monsters are going to show up behind me. Yep, there they are. And there's 3 of them. Usually there's 2, but... Well, usually there's either 1 or 2, but this time there's 3 of them. Which is a lot. There's the 3rd one coming out now. Oh, there's 4 actually, because there's these guys, and these guys are kind of like mini bosses, basically. Ooh, they are mad at me. My goodness. Ooh, running, running, running. I'm running over here. There's one behind me still. I can see him on the screen. Nice. The bullet sponginess has gotten more. But that's fine. We got the next ascension point, which we will apply after this mission is over. I try to keep it fair by waiting until the mission is over. Plus, I don't know if it's like Borderlands. In Borderlands, typically, whenever you add points, if you're in endgame, it's an automatic nod to the in-game like algorithms to adjust the difficulty accordingly, and it increases it by just enough. They base that off of your skill points and things. So I don't like to increase that until I'm done with the mission, just to make sure it doesn't mess with anything. I don't mind the difficulty, but I don't want to make it any harder on myself than it is. You know, there's no reason to make it any more difficult than it already is. You already got plenty of difficulty, so might as well just deal with what you got, just to keep it fair. It's not like you're cheating or anything, because you don't have any cheats. You just gotta be smart in how you play the game. That's all. Get out of my circle. You're making this difficult, huh? better be good over there, Mr. Man. That's not yours, so don't mark it. He's old enough to get his surgery, which he's going to get soon. He's going to get it next month. Unfortunately, it takes a while to schedule these things. So, because it's busy season for the vets. So, but he has started to spray, unfortunately. His brother hasn't. But he has. So I have to follow him around with like a bottle of neutralizer to neutralize the smells and things, because I don't want my house to smell like just rampant cat spray, you know what I mean? But he'll have his neuter, so it won't be a problem in the future. And then his brother will have his the month after, because his brother has been a little bit more like, oh, I want to stay a kitten. He's not bloomed as quickly, you could say.
It's what we called little fuckers like these back on Earth.
Were they dangerous?
Oh yeah. One half of every married couple was trained in disposing of them.
Hey, don't dispose of me. I'm a nice guy. Well, I don't know if I'm a nice guy, but your mother likes me. She doesn't want to see me disposed of. I'm a big Labyrinth fan. I don't know if you noticed. That's where that song is from. It's from Labyrinth. David Bowie. I miss David Bowie every day. He was such a huge inspiration musically. Like, I'm not an actor, I'm not an artiste in that fashion, but musically, he had a lot to do with my musical growth. Alright, let's get up here. Let's see what we got next, huh? We got that ascension point. I'm feeling good about that. And we're making good progress on another already, which is cool. There's a lot of those guys about, huh? Excuse you, all of you. No, this is not a place for you to just congregate in this fashion. Yeah, you should be dead already, okay? Come on. Yeah, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna get your little freezy BS thing that you do. Oh, I wanted to hit you with my freeze beam. That's what you get for trying to sneak up behind me, huh? Don't do that. Shut up, Wesley. Oh, you guys. You're thinking that you're smart by doing this, but don't you know I've been drinking, and when I'm drinking, I'm a genius. I'm a genius when I'm in my cups over here.
What's the state of the equipment in there?
Geothermal stuff.
Speaking of,
Salvageable to put me out of my misery. Doubt you'll need to replace it all, though.
That's better than I expected.
that's better than I expected. She's so chipper about that. Let's go fight this boss monster. This is going to be a bit of a fun experience on this difficulty, but that's alright. We've done it before. We'll do it again. There's only one alpha spider in this area. Yeah, he still hit me. It's fine. Yeah, you go ahead. You jump over there. Do what you do. I'm gonna shoot your little carapace. Your carapace, as they say in the medical scientific community. But I say carapace because it's your carapace artery. I don't know. That's just me being stupid. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. There's no such thing as the carapace artery. It's your carotid artery. Get down here so I can shoot you. Come on. This is going pretty well, actually, you know, for being a fresh difficulty level. Going extremely well. Nice. That went very well, to be honest. You can't always trust that the high difficulty is going to be all that much more difficult than what you've already played. Like, you assume it's going to, but if you're planning ahead, and if you got a good character build, if you got good weaponry that you keep upgrading, it's not a big deal. Leave her alone. No, leave her alone.
Half a valley of insurgents, if you
Stop
must know.
it.
Stay in touch, Outrider.
Bad
Killed
kitten.
out there.
He's being a bad kitten. Alright, we're going to go back to camp. I'm going to get my phone, because I had to put it on the charger. I'll be right back. Get off her. Leave her little box alone, huh? She's in there because she doesn't want to hang out with you. Huh? Ugh. What's my numbers looking like? Let's take a look. Ooh, that's some good numbers. I like that. Give big baby his money. Give big baby his money. Give big baby. Give big baby. Give big baby his money. Don't mind me. I'm just looking at my various enterprises, you might say, that are slowly increasing their revenue stream. One of these days, I'm going to do this for a living. Right now, I'm doing it not as a hobby, but as a charity. I guess it's a charity. But soon, I will be making paychecks from this. Just you wait. And all my followers and subscribers, I have you to thank. So thank you. So thank you. What are we working on? We're working on close range weapon damage. Is that what it is? Or are we doing elite damage mitigation? I think we're doing back and forth, but let's stick with this for now until it starts to become apparent that we're needing the extra help, and then we'll start working on that. I'm always damage first most of the time. What are we looking at as far as... we're still way shy before we can increase anything else, so... That's fine. We got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. Now, let's take a look at something here. Because where we are, these are the differences. There wasn't a big difference between 28 and 29. Enemy health went up. Weapon leech resistance went up. Skill leech resistance went up by a smidge. Critical reduction is the same. Weapon capacity the same. Status power penalty. The status power penalty went down a little bit. Or went up, but it affects us in a downward way. So, now that's interesting. Because we're relying heavily on our status power and our anomaly power. Now, from 29 to 30, the status power penalty doubles. It goes from 2.5 to 5%. And we have problems with health regeneration and healing effects. And we get the enemy damage or enemy health bonus. So it's going to be tricky. Each level adds a little something. And once we hit this is going to be a big milestone. Because then we're on the home stretch. Once we hit 30, this is it. This is the last set of difficulties. But we're going to keep getting ascension tiers all through here as well. So we're going to keep tweaking our skills. Now we are at Ascension rank 59. Higher than I thought. I thought we were in the 40s somewhere, but we're at 59. There's still 200 points in this. So we are 141 points left to go in here to increase our combat capacity, our capabilities. And we can keep increasing our weapons up to 75. 75 is the maximum that you can make the weapons, but it'll match the enemies. Enemy levels are 75, your gear will be 75, so it'll be on an even playing field. The ascension ranks will make the difference. You'll have filled out all of those, and you'll be able to do level 40 as if you're where I'm at doing this with what I have now. So everything increases the way that it should, as far as I'm aware. I haven't noticed a lot of disparities. Early on, like down here, this is tough. Because you don't have the good gear leveled up yet. You don't have a lot of ascension points yet. It's really tough until you start getting upwards into tier 20. Then you can start making your gear really, really good, and you can start making an impact that'll lead up to here. Before that, this whole set of stuff, I have characters I have other characters who are lagging behind down in this area because they're just the combination of penalties versus what you get versus the ascension points you have at the time with access. It's just it's a lot to deal with. But once you start getting into 20 plus, you're really starting to resonate with your character. You're starting to round out your combat style. You're starting to round out your gear abilities, and everything starts to kind of flow together. I don't know about the other classes yet. I think I can get there with my other classes. They're going to lag behind a little bit. This one's the best one that has worked for me. But it was a lot different getting up to here with this class that I don't even feel like, the jump from here to here wasn't bad. We just did that whole mission, and it didn't feel all that different. A little bit more bullet spongy on the part of the enemies, but nothing to worry about. We've built our character well. We've upgraded our gear constantly. We're in a good space. And if I do that with my other characters, I think I'm going to get into that same groove. So this is what you want to shoot for. If you're into this game or you want to give it a try, do not give up down in this area. Don't give up because the difficulty is tough, because it is tough. Don't get me wrong. It's the reason why I stopped playing this game for quite a while, because I couldn't really advance any farther, or I didn't think I could until I found the right build. And now I'm rethinking my other characters and wondering how I can tweak them to get them to where they're at the same level. And some characters, some classes are better suited for group play. Some classes are better suited for playing with other people, and some are better suited for solo play. But they can all do it if you have the right set of things. And there's no meta build. There's no one thing that's like, this is the successful one. This is going to carry you through the end game. It's all based on your playing style and the gear that you decide on and the path that you decide to take. So that's my advice to you if you're just picking up this game. It's been out for a while. I know it doesn't have a huge player base anymore, but it's a good game. And yeah, the end game is repetitive, but it's rewarding. I feel pretty good getting as far as I've gotten. I feel pretty good about that. And we're going to keep going. We're going to keep on going. I am set on trying to get to that level 40. I am set on trying to become the absolute best possible character I can get to be in this game. So let's see what we got. We got the Homestead, 74. The Stargrave is going to be less. So it's going to be the Time-Worn Spire. Let's do that. That's one we haven't done yet tonight. So let's do that. I think we'll get to Ascension level 60, or 61 even, long before we get to the next Apocalypse tier. Ooh, sucks to be all you guys, huh? Look at them juking and jiving, thinking that, hey, we're gonna get out of the way of this guy. We're so tough. Look at us. And then they just get mowed down. Like, nah, you're dead. Sorry. You're dead. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, you're sniping now, huh? Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Gotcha. Gotcha. Sort of. Come on, guys. Is that the best you got, huh? You're gonna keep taking that damage if you keep shooting at me like that. Gotcha. Oh, we're not doing that. No. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. You think you're some kind of like magic man over here? We ain't doing that. No. Oh, he got murdered. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't do that. No, don't pull me into your stupid little portal. No. No, no, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're gonna murder you today. We're gonna murder you 5 times because we wanna bring you back to life just to murder you again. You think you're funny, but you're not. Oh my gosh, man. Why are you trying so hard to live after I'm gonna murder you? Be dead, please. Be dead, please. You think you're gonna avoid my turret, but I'm gonna shoot you. Alright, well, that was a stupid song. Anyway. Anyway. Oh no. Anyway. Dun, dun, dun. Let's keep on going over here. Excuse me, everybody. Don't mind me, I'm just getting up here to place a turret. Because, you know, that's what I want to do. No, no running away so that you can snipe me. Come on, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Oh, man. Well, let's do some of that, yeah. Sounds like Motorcycle Man is back outside. Hopefully he's not, but we'll see what happens. Oh, you're all dead. Is that what you meant to happen? Because I helped it happen.
There's a sealed gate leading to the monument. Doesn't look like Kang had any luck breaking through.
No, he didn't. Excuse me, you're in my circle again. Told you, stay out of my circle. Gosh, you guys don't listen. Stay out of the circle. Go play in a square somewhere, or a parallelogram, or a rhombus. Oh, excuse me. Compilation. Ugh. Excuse me there. My bad. Ugh. Oh, you think you're spunky. Spunky like a monkey. I'm funky like a monkey. And twice as nice. Cooldown reduction that I keep picking up is really helping. Really helping. I'm noticing a huge difference. Being able to keep using these abilities like this is a big help. Oh, look at him trying to impress the big boss over here. No good. Sorry. You're no good. I don't remember how the tune goes. It's KMFDM though. I didn't do it any justice there, but you know, I don't think they would mind because they're not really about that. Oh, look at you stuck behind a rock. What are you gonna do? Oh my gosh, you're stuck behind a rock. Oh my gosh. Ring around a rosy, you're a giant posy. Scumbag. I gotta trim my beard because my beard hairs get up into my nose and they cause my nose to itch. So if you see me scratching my nose, it's because my facial hair. My beard is going crazy here. I'm gonna trim it down. I meant to trim it today and I didn't, and I should have. I really should have taken care of it because today it's starting to bug me. I'm not one of those guys who like gets a big giant beard and then does the beard oil and takes care of the whole thing. Like I don't need that kind of stress in my life. You know what I mean? I just like things to be simple. That's why my hair is so short, because I started like just shaving it so I wouldn't have to worry about it. Because at this level, you don't got to worry about shampoos or anything. You just, you know, you just rinse it out. You're done. No big deal. I like to make things in my life as simple as possible. Simplicity is the name of the game for me. Oh, you thought you'd avoid the freeze beam, huh? But you didn't. Oh my gosh, the freezing beam over here. He's over here thinking that he's not going to get frozen. But he's frozen. Like a freshman at his first dance, asking his favorite girl to go on the dance floor with him. For the very first time. He's so nervous. He's so nervous. But it's all gonna be okay. She's gonna smile with her braces and she's gonna say, okay. Because she's never had a dance before either. It's going to be a special moment. They might not last through the rest of the schooling, but that's not the point. It's a special moment, and they're going to remember it forever. Welcome to high school with me. I struck out a lot in high school. I didn't do well. I tried. I did try. lot of this going on over here. Let's just murder these guys. There wasn't a lot of murders going on when I was in high school. You know, there wasn't that. But, or giant monsters. Okay, now things are going to get interesting, because now you got these buggers to worry about. Nope, not today. We're not doing that this time. Oh, one of them got me in the back there. Goodness. Come on. Ooh, look at him trying to get me there. There we go. Yep. Oh, there were 4 of these things? It's more than there usually are. So they're adding enemies in the difficulties. Which makes sense that they would do that, you know. Oh, look at whoever's thinking that he's the tough guy here. Come on. Get out of here. And now you're dead. You should have left me alone, huh? And then there's this guy to deal with, and he's dead now. Good. Now he's dead. Excellent. Thanks a lot for that.
Tiago, the monument's clear.
You did it, Outrider.
A little over a third of the way through to the
Fighters
next
are on the run.
ascension level, so that's cool. Making slow progress on that
Back
apocalypse
in
tier.
our lands, interfering again.
I think the apocalypse tiers are becoming... I don't think that last one was a fluke. I think just everyone from here on out now
Never doubted that.
is going to level up slower and slower.
Even you. And when you do, I'll be there to watch.
Which is interesting. I don't know if that's coinciding with the way that the ascension levels are supposed to go, so that you level up everything like power-wise and difficulty-wise at the same time. I mean, it's a fair trade, but I would like to be more powerful than the difficulty as it goes on. I would like the curve to be swung more in my favor versus against my favor, but there's not much I can do otherwise if that's not the case. I'll deal with it. We're going to get to level 40. That's a given. We're not going to give up now. We've put this much time into it. We're going to keep going until the end. With the hand motions and everything. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Damn, that's a lot of damage. That's damage. Damage. That was stupid. You don't come here for the jokes, do you? Because if you do, then your sense of humor is worse than mine. But here, we can do this. We can upgrade our jacket. Yes, we can do that. Raise our attributes. Anomaly, power, close range, damage, skills, light. Because this is going to be really important, considering that it's hitting us for that here and the next level. So now that we've got those, let's take a look what we've got. My gosh, we're looking awesome with that stuff. The close range weapon damage is 24. The long range is 37. We're keeping pace. We are keeping pace. And that's what we got to do. You got to continue to match the difficulty with your personal ability. That's how it works. So what do we got? We got Heart of the Wild, Caverns, or Frontline. Probably going to do Heart of the Wild because, you know, that's going to give us the most resources. So conceivably that would also give us the most experience because it'll be the most difficult. So let's do it. This might be the last one we do tonight. We'll see how the timing goes. We might be able to do this and then be finished. I'll tell you, I never expected to be able to be at this high difficulty. When I was playing when the game was new, I never expected that I'd be able to get to this level. I cursed, I was mad, I was like, argh, because I would keep getting beat with my other class. Because I did the Devastator, which I think is still doable at this level. You just have to tweak it a little bit, and I think it requires a little bit of finesse. Now that I've played with this for so long, I have more of an appreciation for the individual classes and how they function. And I think if I go back and kind of really pay attention to what the abilities are and kind of put in the work, I think I can get to this level with those other classes. It's just going to be a bit of a... It's going to be a bit of an experiment. Yeah, you go ahead and fight that. Don't fight me. Fight the turret. Good job, my guy. Good job, my man. You fell for the old trick. And you got murdered because of it.
More bodies around an obelisk mechanism. Seems they were trying to activate it.
Gotcha. What can I say except you're welcome for shooting you in your face? It was so ugly you were never gonna get a date with the human race. Well, I mean, they're monsters, so I guess they don't care about that, but, you know. Yeah, my damage is still keeping pace with this. Like, I'm not upset about this at all. I'm not upset with this. They might have more health, honestly, but they're still getting taken apart just as much as I would have expected otherwise. I think my anomaly damage is really making a difference, to be fair, because I don't think it's just the straight weapon itself. I'm pretty sure the anomaly damage added to all that is making a big difference. So I'm glad I pumped as many points into that as possible, and I'm keeping that going. I made a good decision. as far as all that's concerned, I'm pretty sure. And we are at the next, pretty close to halfway for the next Ascension tier. Which is good, because that's going to give us more power. Very nice, very good. Yeah, I'm okay with this. This is what makes me really enjoy this game, because you can continue being a badass up into the high difficulties. Yeah, it's not easy. If you don't pay attention to what you're doing, they're gonna kill you, and you're gonna lose. But unlike other games similar to this, like Destiny and Anthem, even when Anthem was a big one, like, Destiny made it feel like no matter how badass you got, you were never badass enough unless you were in a group with other people. You couldn't do it alone unless you relied on exploits or broken game mechanics. Whereas this one, you put the time into your character and you can do it. You can 100% do it. Out of my way, would you? There we go. You can solo whatever you need to solo in this game if you're prepared, if you're paying attention, and you feel like a badass while doing it. It's not just that you can solo it just by the skin of your teeth. You're tough enough to do it. And that's what I like about this. It's not a walkthrough. It's not simple. It's not easy. But if you know what you're doing, it is not that bad. It is a reasonable challenge. You know what I mean? And that's all I ask from games. A reasonable challenge. It doesn't need to be the easy mode all the time, despite the fact that that's what I usually play on. It can be a difficult game if there's the opportunity for you to excel at it while it's being difficult. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Does it make sense to me? And I've heard that Elden Ring is kind of like that, but that's an entirely different style of game. Like, it's designed to be difficult to the point of frustrating if you don't put in that level of effort and if you're not into that kind of a style. And I can't get into it. I can't get into Dark Souls. Like, I tried Dark Souls. I did. It's not that I didn't give it the time of day. It's just I couldn't get past the first demon boss in Dark Souls 1. I'm not afraid. I'm not, like, ashamed to admit that. I couldn't do it. That first big fat demon boss that jumps into the air and jumps on you and does... I couldn't do it. It's just too difficult for me. And I get why people like that kind of stuff, because it's an ultimate kind of challenge. But it's mostly muscle memory. Like with Elden Ring, the rolling, you know... It just seems like that's a muscle memory thing rather than an actual thinking skill kind of game. And yeah, it takes a certain physical skill to do all that on muscle memory. I'm not going to take that down a notch. I'm just saying...
Outrider, I have the approximate location
A
of
thinking
Outriders.
game is different. That's all. And I don't like puzzles either, so I mean, I don't want people to get the wrong idea, like, oh, you just want to play puzzle games. No, I don't like puzzles. I hate puzzles. I hate puzzles. I don't want to have to figure out the solution. I want to be told, what is the solution? And then I want to be able to be like, okay, well, I'm going to do this to do that solution. I don't want to be able to figure it out ahead of time. I want to be told this is how you accomplish this, and then either I have the skill to do it or I don't. This was a very ranty game session, I'll say that. Like, I just went on a lot of rants about different things. I've been in that kind of mood lately, though. I will admit that. I have been in that kind of a mood. Come on, get out of my face. I know, you think you're a tough guy now because you got a hit in. Doesn't make you a tough guy. Alright, we're getting there. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last one we do for the night because I think we're going to hit our time. Pretty sure we just have the end bit, but we're over halfway to the next ascension tier, which is pretty fair. We won't hit it tonight, ascension level 60, but we will hit it soon. Can't skip that. So many little small cutscenes you can't skip. Man, I'm looking fat today. My gosh. Apologize for my friggin' belly. Ugh.
Where the hell did the pod go?
I have a gut. I can't help it. I've been working on it. I take vitamins and different things. I don't exercise as much as I should. I'll say that, but I'm sure that's unpleasant to look at. Unless you're into the whole dad bod thing, which is fair, but I think it's kind of, I feel gross about it,
Angry, I
you
get
know?
that. But I'm still gonna need that pod.
Yep, I know. They're going to hit us with those things. I'm going to try not to be so much in the finesse thing about that, but I'm just focused on getting rid of this thing first. Oh, he's not aggroing on that anymore. Okay. Ooh. Like I said, it's a point of pride not to take that, but at this point, I was kind of just focused on getting rid of that big guy rather than having him follow me around this whole area. Did you get off me? Goodness. Get off me, dog. Excuse me, man. Trying to kill this thing here. Those brothers coming up behind me doing that thing. Get on off of that thing. Oh. Come on. Ooh, nice. Okay. Could have been worse. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but...
Juno, I found the pod. And the beast responsible for your missing people. Beasts were too quick.
Alright, let's get into the pod stuff.
Thank you, Outrider.
Outrider detected.
We can
Access
find
Outrider
out what's
detected. Outrider detected. Outrider detected. Outrider detected. The Iron Master. Nice. So we're about, I'd say maybe 2/3 of the way to Ascension level 59, which is fair. We made a small amount of progress towards Apocalypse Tier 30. It's going to take us a while to get there, I feel like. Several game sessions, I think, to get us there. And there's no boosters. You don't have experience boosters or anything like that. It's not pay to win. It's not pay to play. Ooh, that damage. That beautiful damage. Anyway. Let's get rid of all that stuff. So, it's going to take us a while to get there, I imagine. We'll hit up several Ascension levels before we get to the next Apocalypse tier, I think. We'll probably be Ascension level 62, if I had to guess, conservatively. Although I'm probably off, because I'm not thinking any of the math through. I'm just looking at it and just throwing a number out there. It's frankly bullshit. But, anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everything that you do. All the followers, all the new ones, all the old ones, all the subscribers. Thank you very much. Really, sincerely. We're done. Tune in tomorrow. I'll probably play this again, and then who knows? Either back to the Long Dark, or maybe some more Diablo 4, or something. I still need to finish Dark Watch, but I know that wasn't very popular. And I froze at the end of it. I don't know what was wrong with the game. Hopefully I can get through it, but we'll see. I still would like to play more retro games, if you're into it. Let me know. Sound off in the comments on YouTube once this video gets there, which should be sometime tomorrow. But that's all. Have a good night.